all right, we're back again. Accordion Cool. Coach Dave, I think, is me. And a little different show today. We're still in our decades, so the songs from different decades. We've moved to the 1960s, and for those of you who were around the 1960s, you know there was a very, very big Brazilian slash Latin slash bossa nova invasion at that time, and of course that was one of the songs. That song was originally called Black Orpheus, and it came from a movie or some type of documentary in 1959. I know that's not the 60s, but by the time they translated all the words and it became a hit in America and around the world, it was into the 60s. So we just kind of borrowed a little bit from 1959, and the name it goes by nowadays is actually it's probably my theme, A Day in the Life of a Fool. So it works out very nicely. So Black Orpheus, or A Day in the Life of a Fool. Well, our next tune, written by my favorite composer from that area, fellow named Antonio Carlos Jobim. Antonio Carlos Jobim. And he wrote a lot of those great songs, and this is one of them from 1963, song called Medication. Medication is, never mind. Here we go. Meditation, Antonio Carlos Jobim. I love that name, Jobim. Antonio Carlos Jobim, 1963. Well, this next song You don't hear it a lot. It's one of my favorite songs from that era. And the name of the song is Wave. Wave. Art Van Dam does a nice job on this on one of his albums. But a few years ago, I did actually quite a bit of playing down in Alabama, in that area. And I was on a gig, and Miss Ernestine came over and says, "Do you know the song Wave?" And I said, "I can't believe somebody requested that song," but I did have it, and I was able to play it for the folks. So I think it's the only time I've ever got a request for that particular song, because it's not something that's, it's one of those oh yeah songs. You're sitting there saying Wave, never heard of it. When I play it, you'll say, oh yeah, that song. So let's see what it sounds like here. Wave. I don't know what the inspiration was. I don't know, wave at somebody for all I, but great tune. Like I said, you don't hear it a lot. It's one of those oh yeah tunes. How many of you folks watching oh yeah? None of you, okay. Well, anyway, moving along to 1964. Now this song actually has two titles, and I'd say they're used about equally the same. It's called the Summer Samba or So Nice, so take your pick. So Maybe I'll try to play the Summer Samba so nice. Never mind. But the Summer Samba, so nice, 1964. Nice tune, pretty tune, very, very different kind of melody in this. Well, as most of these bossa nova, Brazilian slash South American songs had. And of course, by the they were written and recorded in Portuguese in South America. But I don't know if they played them in Portuguese, but the words were in Portuguese. I don't know if the music was. Never mind. So by the time we got them, somebody had changed the words and the lyrics so that we could understand what they were saying. And I think possibly there might have been many instances where what we hear as the English lyrics have nothing to do with the song. But I don't know because I don't speak Portuguese. I haven't had enough time with English. So, little tune called the Summer Samba, and hopefully I'll play it so nice. Here we go. Summer Samba or So Nice. Take your pick, take your pick. Well, going to 1962. Now this song, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it might have come from the same Black Orpheus show or whatever it was on TV. It was some type of news type show, I think. I'm not sure. Now I had not heard this song, and a fellow accordion player introduced me to it just a couple of years ago, and since then I've really enjoyed playing it and do play it quite often. And again, it's another one you'll probably recognize the song. Well, maybe you should recognize the song when I play it. Let's put it that way. But again, the title is called Samba de Orfeo. What? I said Samba de Orfeo. Oh, okay. And again, no idea what it means, but it was from 1962. Again, one you don't hear a lot, but I think it's a great tune. But what do I know? I just play those. Samba de Orfeo. Now, I don't know the difference between a samba and a bossa nova. To me, they're all just Latin, great Latin tunes. Well, we're getting down close to the end of our time today in our last song. Now, I saved, as they say, the best for last, because this is the song that epitomized that whole Latin bossa nova Brazilian influence of the 60s. This song, from what I understand, along with, I believe, the Beatles' Yesterday, is the most ever recorded song. This one particular song. And again, Mr. Yobim wrote it. Now, I guess, you know, when you write songs, there's generally two guys. You know, one guy writes the music, and one guy writes the words and the lyrics, too. So, Yobim, of course, you know, wrote the music. The song is called "The Girl from Ipanema." Through the years, there's been a lot of speculation. Who was the girl from Ipanema? Well, I guess there are a couple of stories floating around. One story, which was accepted for quite a while, was that she was a newspaper reporter and used to walk down to the beach every day. And so that was the story that was, you know, 20 years ago. However, I guess there was a 17-year-old young lass who used to walk past this particular cafe, which I guess is where the lyricist was sitting there writing his words and lyrics to the song, and he saw her every day because she walked down, towards the ocean. Each day she walks to the sea, and I guess she would actually come into the cafe and buy cigarettes for her mother. So they claimed that was the girl from Ipanema. And I guess later on in life she opened a boutique and called it, whatever the Portuguese is, Girl from Ipanema, because she claimed that she was, and I guess they tried to sue her for copyrights and all that stuff, and she won the case. So I don't know if she still has her boutique, if she's still in Ipanema, or if she's even still the girl from Ipanema. So here we go. Antonio Carlos Jobim, Girl from Ipanema. The girl from Ipanema. Well, that's our one of our 60s shows for today. Hope you enjoyed going back and listening to all those great bossa nova tunes. Well, thank you all for watching, listening, tuning in, however it is you get our show. And of course, we can't forget the big guy behind the glass, Austin Ricketts. If these tunes sound good, it's probably because of what he's doing back there. So if I sound good, it's all on him. If I sound bad, well, what can I tell you? And that little funny thing in the middle there was like I got to sometimes push 2 buttons to get, I just haven't Electronics and I don't get along well, so. So as I always say, bring the young'uns in, children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, to hear these great songs. Not because I'm playing them, but because they never get a chance to hear this music today. So let's go home with a chick or girl or somebody from Ipanema. Here we go.